Hello, here from Song of the Morning. My name is Steve, and we are going to have live streaming this Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern. That also happens to be the first day of Yoga Fest here at Song of the Morning. Yoga Fest starts at 3 p.m. on Thursday, and you'll have to call Song of the Morning to see if what the issues are with getting tickets or passes. I'm not sure what the availability is. I know they've got hundreds of people coming, and they've been working on clearing campsites for weeks and weeks. Starts Thursday at 3 p.m. The gates open at noon, and at 1 p.m., just before Yoga Fest starts, we're going to be doing some live chanting from right here in this room. This is the new community office here at Song of the Morning. The community is Clear Light Community, which is right adjacent to the yoga retreat and is very much connected with the Song of the Morning Yoga Retreat. And you can find more information if you go up to the website, right up there, somcommunity.com. Let me see, I should be on, I believe I am on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. And this is sort of a test run here to get ready for everything. And I'm just experimenting a little bit with some of the windows and what some of my options are for the chanting that's coming up. We'll have the Whispers of Om Kirtan Band, which is the house band for Song of the Morning. Karen Epperson on tablas, and Chris Sandner will be on cymbals. He also plays flute. This is Chris on Bansari flute. A little composition of his, using his background for now. And if you want to, you can experiment by leaving a message, and I'll see if the message window works. And let's see. I'm actually today, because I'm doing this test, I'm going to play an audio of Yogacharya. And this audio is from the late 60s at the Detroit Institute of Arts. And it was during an SRF service where he was giving meditation instruction. He talks about the author Paul Brunton. Now, Paul Brunton was an author well known for his books on yoga and metaphysics, and also for his travels in India and Egypt. He wrote a book, one was called The Secret Path, which was an outline of the teachings that he received while he was in India, studying with his guru. And he also wrote travel books, A Search in Secret Egypt, and most importantly, A Search in Secret India, which is sort of a hidden treasure. It's a wonderful book to read that he wrote in the 30s when he was or early 40s, I'm not sure, traveling in India, and some of the spiritual figures he met, including his guru. Well, this Thursday we're going to be chanting at 1 p.m. Eastern, and we'll be doing some chants from Yogananda's Cosmic Chant Book and some traditional Indian chants. And as we do very often here at Song of the Morning. And then I'll be, at about 1:30 p.m., I'll be playing an audio of Yogacharya, which we've been doing every Thursday for some time now. So we're going to try to keep on schedule and keep on going. So here we go with Yogacharya's audio. And we'll fade out with the beautiful flute music and go into the Yogacharya audio.
So now just for a few moments, let us, while we meditate this morning, sit quietly with your body. Cast your gaze with your attention at the point between the eyebrows. Allow your breathing to become slower. You don't need to breathe as rapidly as you did before because you're not moving your body around. Then breathe deeply in the do diaphragm breathing instead of just drawing air down the neck into the top part of the lungs. Get yourself comfortable and relax. Do a little inner exploration and see what you come up with. That darkness, just before the vision of many people today, and especially those who practice yoga, is getting very thin. And you can have a breakthrough anytime. Paul Brunton said with his master in India that as he learned how, now he was a pretty smart man. He was a writer. He was a poet. He had a wonderful mind, but he didn't know anything about meditation. And he only became great after he learned how to meditate. So he said that as he learned to meditate through his practice, and with his practice, he saw one little pinpoint of light, and then after a while it'd get a little larger, and then you'd just see a tiny little, just a little pinpoint type point of light. And then he said later, maybe not only one, but he saw 3 or 4, and then more later. And after a while he saw pinpoints into the darkness that he'd see with his closed eyes, and those pinpoints would maybe be something like you look in the sky and see stars. But he said after a while that all those points of light merged together in one great pleroma of light. Then the master came to him, and you'll read it in his book on the Secret Path. And he sat in his meditation and out in the open when it was daylight, and it was long after dark when his meditation was over. And his master came to him and directed him to begin the writings that he has already produced on the yoga science. That's one of the greatest helps for beginner yogis of the West. It's one of the best. He became a great yogi himself. But he didn't know these things before he tried them and experimented with them. And I dare say that there's only 1 out of 1,000,000 Americans that know it today. They haven't gotten very far in their spiritual search as yet, regardless of how good they think they are, what virtuous lives they live. That is not realization. That's like coming into the antechamber before you enter into the hall of initiation. Necessary steps, however. But you'll never know until you see yourself, and by yourself, and with yourself, inside of yourself. People are prone to believe that, and they expect every day to look out in the open somewhere and see a cloud form and the great master come back to earth on a cloud. Well, they've been waiting for that for a long time, and they'll still wait for a long time longer, and that will never happen. But it can happen in your meditation. When your spiritual eye is open, then you will see what is referred to in the Bible. The master can come, or any master that you hold most dear, and those that you follow, and those that have helped you the most, are near you and always have been and always will be, and you can see them when your spiritual eye is open. Your spiritual eye is open when the darkness is gone and you're in that great ocean of light. Anything can be placed before a mirror, and you see it reflected in the mirror of the mind. keep your eyes focused at the point between the eyebrows, and if you discover that your eyes are blinking, although the lids are over the eyes, you'll know that you're not concentrating very well. No blinking in meditation, no. And even when you begin, if you do the eye mudra, you won't blink anymore. And it is only then that you're able to hold a point of concentration.
All right, there we are. That was the Yogacharya. And we will hopefully see you this Thursday. Let me put on the chanting for Thursday. Live stream chanting this Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern, on YouTube and Facebook. So hope to see you then. Thank you.